Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. I should say good morning folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. It's currently 11:32 in the morning. I was going to do this video yesterday, however my brother's friend was over and he's really loud. So I decided, I'm going to finish, I finished the book. I finished Once Upon a Grind at work, and I still remember plenty of it. And also I finished my reread of Book Plate Special, which is the third book in the Booktown series. I will be tomorrow getting book number 7 in the series because I want to like basically, I'm trying to read all the books that she's already published because there is a new one coming out. I probably won't be able to finish them all in time for the new one, but at least I know that by the time I get to the new one, it'll probably be like the next new one will be coming out. Alright. So, Once Upon a Grind, I finished the first book in the 5 books that I have over there. So, first of all, gotta love this cover. I do love these covers. It feels like Art Deco, which I really like. The only thing is you have like the knife and the blood and, Anyways, so this one, so first of all, this had about 94 chapters in it, and it's all about this woman who's found dead, has some like Cold War past in it, like people that are either responsible for it or they are trying to prevent more of it from happening, are all connected to like old Soviet Russia and all that type of stuff. And of course, Matt seems to be the one person that most police officers just have to arrest. Don't know why. Anyways, so this woman is found, and she's rushed to the hospital, and of course she happens to die. And Matt is arrested for her murder because for some unknown reason he seems to be connected to it, even though he's not. And let me get my glasses on here. And Claire and Claire goes, and of course she's trying to figure out exactly what is going on and everything, especially when Matt is arrested. She's definitely invested in it. But even before he was arrested, she was like, I know something is fishy about this whole thing. And, and I mean, you look at like how many like mysteries she has solved. I mean, this is book number 14 in the series, so by now she has developed this instinct to know when something is important, something is worth investigating, and when it's not worth investigating. And I think this is what happens as you progress on as a character. You kind of develop this instinct that helps you out. And sorry, my back. So she instinctively knows that there is something going on here, and as we progress on in the story, it becomes quite clear that it's just one gigantic mess of a puzzle. And what's really, I shouldn't be shocked, but I kind of am. But Claire's like boyfriend, ex-wife, is involved in this, and somehow their kids get dragged into it. As like, I'm just like, why would you be in a position where your kids could be in like serious danger? I don't understand this at all. I don't. Why? Why are you doing this to them? What have they done to deserve this? And Claire is overly protective of her boyfriend's kids because they remind her of Joy. And Claire's this very overly protective mama bear. And it shows in the last, like, chapter, or like next to the last chapter, where literally she's like, you're not gonna hurt Molly, and just comes at her, and she almost dies because she wants to protect Molly so much. Anyways, yeah, so people get arrested, people be exposed, and her boyfriend says, yeah, I would get the kids. I really enjoyed this book a lot. I really did. So what I did was I went ahead and put book number 15 into my Barnes & Noble cart. And when I get paid, I'm going to order it and I will have another book. So I'm officially 3 books shy of having all of them up to... I got a book over there that the spine is away from me. You just see the pages. That is a sequel to the one up here. Let's see. I'm gonna just look it up. Let's see here. See here. So, the new coffee house mystery is going to be Eat, Drink, and Get Buried. See. Yeah, so number 15 is Dead to Last Drop. Oh, it's Brood Awakening. That's the book that I read a couple months ago. Honey Roasted is the one I have now. But yeah, I have Bulletproof Barista and No Roast for the Weary. So what I'm actually going to do, since I know both of these, well actually I think one of them is in paperback, the other one is not. I'm going to actually get those 2 books, and so yeah, so I'm hoping by the end of this month I will have every single one of her books, and then when the new one comes out, I will pick that one up and I will have all of them, and I will be a very happy person. Okay, because I'll tell you something. I've never been so determined to get every single book I've never been so determined to get an entire series physically by one author that I am with this one, because this series is just so good. Alright, so I did a reread of Book Plate Special. And if you go on Amazon, you type in Book Plate Special, or you go on Barnes & Noble and type in Book Plate Special, you'll get the book, and get the author. So for people that did not, because I've done a lot of videos, a lot of book reviews. This one is the 3rd book in the Booktown series, and I have a total of 6 of them on my Nook. because I just also happen to love that series as well. And Trisha has a old roommate from college named Pammy, who is over, and she's kind of overstayed her welcome. So Trisha basically kicks her out of her apartment. And not long after she's kicked out, Pammy is dead. So it is declared to be a murder, and she gets a phone call from someone. She's out of the apartment when it comes in, so she gets only the message. And it says, "Return the diary now." So apparently Pammy had a diary where she wrote things that the killer does not want the police to ever find out about. And as we're progressing on in this book, Trisha discovers that the killer will do anything in his or her power to get this diary. And it turns out that it's just this big wall of like secrets and adultery and all this stuff. And Pammy's kind of like, his wife can't give him any kids. I can give him a kid, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that was what she was killed over, basically adultery and stuff. We're also introduced to the Freegans, which are basically people that dumpster dive and get food. They're an interesting lot, and we discovered that Jenny is not as situated as she, is. So all in all, there's a lot of secrets and a lot of things that Trisha discovers that she really wished that she hadn't. Also, we get kind of a discussion between Trisha and her sister about her getting a pet, because Trisha's sister, Angelica, who appeared in the first book, is kind of like, she doesn't quite understand why her sister loves this cat as much as she does. And she kind of says, for us who have never had any kids, we understand this. We understand this more than anyone. So, it's kind of a hint of like what's going to happen in 2 books from now. Anyways, the next book that, and I have just started reading it, I'm on chapter 1, is The Island by Natasha Preston. Like I said, I have started on chapter 1 of this book. And what this book is about is that it is about a bunch of influencers that go to this island and nothing is what it seems to be. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this book, and everything. And it all starts off with our main character telling her followers that she's going to this exclusive island. And of course, everybody's like, "Oh wow, this is really cool," and everything. So yeah, looking forward to get into this book and everything. There's like 28 chapters in this book, so I'm really, really excited about reading this book, finishing the book, and doing the review. Another thing that I've been doing on my Nook is I got, with Once Upon a Grind, I have met my 5-book goal, which is awesome. However, because I did purchase The Island, that nullifies it. So I actually, once I finish, I have 4 more to go, and then I can get another book. What was it? Oh yeah. So I am actually reading on my Nook. I am reading a 4-book series, which is going to qualify as 5 books. And the thing about this series is it's like all lumped together as like a single file. And the only thing I don't like about the book, the file, is that you don't get chapter numbers. So you have to skip over to the second one or to the next one, and you have to kind of go back to get to the final chapter in the book. And I really wish that was not the case. I really wish that there was like numbers. That way we wouldn't be flipping over to the next one. So, but yeah, so the first book in the series, I think is appraisals can be murder or something like that. She is appraising this home, and the woman's son says, you know, my mom's asleep, you know, kind of, you know, be silent. And after a while, she kind of is like, yeah, you know, it's kind of getting a little late in the morning. Maybe I should see if she's up. Oh, she's not up. She's never going to be up. She's dead in her bed with her eyes like this. So, yeah. So anyways, so I'm on chapter 5 of that book, and there's total 20 chapters in the book, so I should have that book read probably tomorrow, and then I'll be moving on to the next book, and I'm going to kind of guess there's going to be 20 chapters per book. That's just what I think, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so anyways, that is my video, and I will see you guys around.